This is the real estate market report for November of 2023 for Lake Arrowhead Woods real estate market. My name is Jonathan Viero with Team Lake Arrowhead, and this month there were a few changes from the month of October. The big things were really just that our supply and demand are still at stable levels and really making a stalemate in today's market. With the tougher market conditions, some seasonality playing a part, we still have a strong buyer demand, but it's being suppressed by these interest rates. So it's resulting really in a low amount of activity. Lake Arrowhead Woods' average sales price for the month of November was at $949,000, and that really didn't change much from the month of October, but we will see that change as we head into January and further into the month of December. And that's really because we saw a decrease in sales volumes, but it does seem that the high-end homes are still selling well because mostly affluent buyers are buying those homes with cash offers. So it hasn't really affected that affluent market as much as the middle to lower markets. Some market trends for this past month were that we saw a 6-month fluctuation really in just how the month to month is performing. Some months are slower, some months are doing better. So we're seeing this very volatile real estate market in Lake Arrowhead. And we can expect that as we're expected to see some more interest rate increases, or possibly them to stay the same, and then hopefully next year we'll see those come down. The real estate market in Lake Arrowhead is being affected by these global market conditions with, things of the Middle East, the war, still an overall high inflation rates and supply chain still being affected from COVID. But the great news is that the U.S. economy has pretty much outpaced any sort of constriction or any sort of pain, and it's really only affecting specific industries like real estate. Last month we had 29 homes sold in Lake Arrowhead, and compare that number to last month, it's about half as much. But if you look back to 2022, it's actually about the same amount. So we're in somewhat of the same market, and a slow market as we saw last year when the inventory was really low. And as the interest rates really constrain and limit our buyer pool, we can really expect, yes, to enter into a time of more slower activity, less transactions. It's not a super tough time to sell, but it is limited and you do need some patience. Active listings for Lake Arrowhead right now has decreased from the peak of 270 in August, and in the month of November we got down to 147 listings active in Lake Arrowhead, which just means that our inventory is dropping again. So as we see the inventory dropping further and further, it will protect home values and really funnel those buyers to the same homes. And this is really caused by the seasonality of our real estate markets. We see this typically happen after or to start during the holidays. Is we see a peak up after the summer of where the inventory gets to its peak, and then as the holidays and we head deeper into winter, it decreases to the lowest amount in the year. And that's just a seasonality factor. Right now, sellers really should focus, if they do want to sell in this market, you really need to pick the right the right asking price for your listing. That is the biggest thing getting in the way of a lot of homeowners from selling, is asking too much for the buyer demand out there. Average 30-year fixed rate mortgages are at 7.44%, which is actually good news from November when they were at 7.62% in October. So that means we ended the 7-month rally of interest rate increases, and last month we finally saw a little bit of a break where it came down, and we're praying that that just continue to come down to provide some relief for those buyers and everybody in general. Some other market indicators: the average days on market is 77, so it's taking homes a couple months, a little bit more to sell. And then pending homes from the month of November, we have 34. So we'll see how that plays out in December, if we can convert all of those. And then the average price per foot in Lake Arrowhead has increased to 508. So smaller homes are selling, nicer homes are selling. So as we wrap up our Lake Arrowhead real estate market report, it's clear that the community is still thriving despite these economic changes. There is definitely some mixed signals. Some homes are having a tougher time to sell. Some buyers are still participating. So it really just depends upon your situation in particular. But I would love to see you read this full report that I'm reading off of. It's sign up for my email list. I send this out every single month to update my clients. So just click the link in this video to go sign up for that full report every single month. So stay tuned for more real estate insights. Appreciate you for watching the video. Jonathan Viero signing off. Thanks.